So, this morning we discussed about knowingly or unknowingly, as a human, our target in life is to get happiness. It's not about a one person, it's about everyone. When you are in search of happiness, we encounter two things. The first one is we are getting a temporary happiness. This temporary happiness stays with us for limited time, and again the cycle of boring will come, or you are unhappy with the same thing. So the cycle starts with the desire. You have a desire to get something. Let's say I want to buy a new phone. So the new phone is a desire. Then you look for it. You try for it. You try to get it, and finally you have the new phone. So you are so excited. Desire, then you get it. Then the next cycle, the next step is, now you are used to it. Used to it means now you have it, but it doesn't make much difference. You are now adapting as a normal life scenario. So you are accepting it. Now it is not new for you, but you are not satisfied with it. So the next step comes, which is a unhappiness. Now the thing is a problem. You have it, but you are saying, oh, this is old. This is not a new technology. This doesn't have this. This doesn't have this. And there are many criteria you come up. Like there are many negative criteria you come up for particular phone. Even if it is not there, still you are focused on that. And then again you drop it. And again desire for something else. That might be a phone, that might be something else, we don't know. But the desire, the process of creating a desire goes on and goes on up to the end of life. So this is how the whole cycle of desire or happiness is working. And it is for everything. We already understood that. The mind is gonna desire every time new things. And when it desires, we cannot control it. We cannot stop ourselves once it is there inside. You cannot stop it. You have to do that. Whether you like it, you don't like it, it doesn't matter, because now it is in your system. So this is how the whole cycle, we understand this is a vicious cycle. The happiness comes at the 2 points. The first point where you get it, but till that time you are not in happy position, you are struggling. On the second point where you are adapting it, at that point again you are little bit happy, but now you are creating a level of dissatisfaction with the same thing. So this process we need to understand, because this is a problem. This process is a problem because it always keep you unhappy whatever you do. The whole generation came and goes, or the people who are living on the same plane, again they will be doing the same thing, and that goes on and goes on and goes on. The movie is gonna continue. So we understand there are temporary happiness and there are a permanent happiness. The permanent happiness comes when your desires are not involving you. You understand, you are able to see the desires coming up, and that desire is not gonna affecting you. That means the control of mind is reduced on you. So the pressure is released, or the mind is able to generate thoughts, but it is not able to generate pressure. Because that pressure is a problem, thought is not a problem. But the level of pressure that the mind is generating, that's a problem. So we talk about these two things, the temporary happiness and the permanent happiness. Now, other thing we need to understand now is when we try to get something in our life, try to get anything, I mean, for our happiness, we try to get something. At that point, we created a habit. We created a habit of getting something, completing the whole process again and again and again. These are the rules for us. These are the natural habits that we are creating for ourselves. Let's say this morning I said, if you don't drink a coffee in the morning, that will be pain for you. This is one thing. There are many people who say like, oh, when I go out, I need my comforter with me. If I have my comforter, then only I can sleep. If not, then you can't sleep. Someone says, no, I want my room. I cannot stay anywhere else. I want specifically my room, my bed in such a way that I can sleep over there, and I need the same way. That is again a problem, because this is life and everything is going on. There are many changes going on. So if you are involved in that much, particular those thoughts are struggling you or forcing you to do the things, that means you are creating a pain for you. It is not about just you are creating a pain for you, but it is about creating a pain for yourself and people around you. So what I am saying is the rules are created in small things. We do the small things in life, we consider it is normal, but your mind is making a rule out of that small thing. Let's say I say the same thing, coffee. If you drink a coffee once a time, then the mind will tell you, oh, last Monday you drink coffee, so why not this Monday? You occasionally drink the coffee, but now mind is telling you, you drink the coffee last Monday at this time, so let me try. Then it asks you to do the 2 times in a week, then 3 times in a week, then 5 times in a week, and ultimately you will be addicted to the coffee. And now it becomes a master. Now the mind is becoming a master and telling you, you have to. There are no ways. You have to drink a coffee. If you don't, then there will be a pain, there will be a penalty to you. That penalty is a pain, that penalty is a discomfort, that penalty is a headache or feeling of not feeling good. So ultimately these are the things is happening because the penalty is there. So mind is a slave, but still it's giving orders, and it's giving orders as well as it is giving penalty as well. But the thing is how we created a mind in that way. Let me tell you one simple small story. There was how we create a rules, basically this is based on that. So these rules are related to happiness.